We're back. It's been a while. I'm fighting my editing software, and I've given up until I get my new stuff. So that's why it's been a couple weeks. Anyways, and I gotta get a new camera, so this is on my phone, but that'll be coming eventually. So we have the 200 on the trailer. Our dad was driving this, and then all of a sudden it started rattling like crazy. He turned it off. From what we see is the input shaft that we just replaced and put brand new on, either bolts broke or loosened up on the transmission side. It came off and it just took off in there and smashed everything. So we had to learn how to get this thing out of park with a tractor off. Turns out you take the floorboard out, take this stuff off, pull the floor out. This little rod right here was under the hood right there. We've seen it there since we bought it. Never knew what it was for. Take a plug off, and then you just pump this, and that releases the parking brake. But you have to turn the key on. We pumped like idiots. And then with the key off, and it didn't do nothing. Turns out we had to turn the key on. We just figured we'd try it, and then it worked. But sometimes it takes a couple pumps. And then Brian Lockerbie, who we talked to, said sometimes it could take up to 20 to 40 pumps. He's had it where he's had to put hydraulic pressure from another tractor on it. Luckily for us, once I turned the key on, it actually worked. So I'm gonna pump this, and Ferdy's gonna put a little tension. Oh, it went. If you turn the key off, it turns the park brake back on. Found that out the hard way. We were pulling it, and I said, because we didn't know how it would re-engage the parking brake. Turns out, if we turn the key off, it'll re-engage. So that's a square tubing that we made years ago for moving tractors onto the lowboy. And it works amazing. You guys probably saw that who have watched since 2 years ago, when we had to load that on the lowboy for the Christmas parade. No, that was last year, never mind. Last year's Christmas videos. Oh, talking about Christmas videos, we did not do any tractor parade this year. We've been extremely busy. The reasoning for that will be explained maybe in a couple months. Big news coming. Just not talking about it on here. Local people know. News spreads fast, but keeping it off the YouTube for a while. Well, we have the GoPro right now. It is also a couple days since we pushed this thing in here. But now we're finally gonna work on it. We've been in the Sugar Woods, and we just had Christmas. And yeah.
Yes, you can wish everybody this.
Yes, a very late Merry Christmas, but
It'd be almost like Happy New Year's.
it'd be Happy New Year's at this point, probably.
By the time you get the video out.
I know. Yes, like I said in the earlier clip that I used on my phone, I was waiting for some editing stuff, and this should have fixed my problem because it was taking too long and it wasn't working anymore. But the 5130 is in here getting an engine oil change, probably new batteries, and there's a gasket on the side on the engine leaking. And then I don't think this one's really ever made it on YouTube, but it's a 5140 cabless, a 5130 cabless, and it just pumps manure from the hospital pen to the manure pit over the barn.
It's a bouncing Betty.
It is a bouncing Betty. This thing right here,
It's a stationary tractor now.
this right here, that clutch is on or off. There's no smooth with this thing. The shifting on it is horrible. It's so wore out, the plate's gone. It used to be the feeding tractor, but it starts very good in the winter, so it's a good pump tractor. But in here, everything is just wore out. The center dividing plate's gone. and it's just a hell of a tractor to try driving. So it's better just pumping manure. But yes, we're going on to the 200 now. Do need to get a new pin for right here. That was broken. We just had this pin holding it in. That wasn't a big deal. I also just realized we're missing an arm.
That's not the shop.
That was forcefully removed with an excavator.
Most of them weld it back on.
Yeah. We'll just say someone tried using it as a pulling point sideways. We'll leave that there. Yep, we'll have to weld it back on. This 3-point is wore right out. This is not from us. This is whoever owned it before us. They just did not.
I don't know if you can even release it.
No, you can't. But they could have changed bearings.
How? You have to cut it off too.
I don't know. Honestly, I think this is a horrible design for this tractor.
You can get those bearings out unless you take it apart.
Yeah, that was a solid 2-and-something inch shaft.
Yeah. That
was just ripped off. We'll have to cut it out, weld it back on, and be done. Anyways, onto this thing now. It's a full battery. So we have some motor oil leaking in between again. So we got to find out that problem. But that's not the main problem. The shaft came off in here.
We don't know if it's transmission.
Yeah, so it's either, no, it's on the transmission side disconnected because yes, we do, because it's flinging.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's the shaft.
But yeah, we don't know if the shaft snapped, the bolts loosened up, the yoke is brand new, so I don't think that blew up, but you can't see the camera, but in there, we have to literally remove the hood, all this crap, the air filter, and at least get into there. So all the wiring harness has to come back off.
And AC.
And everything's gonna get put back into the cab. We have the floor out because
you can show that on YouTube. That way people actually know how to do it. We didn't need it.
With this little pipe right here, there's a little plastic rubber here, but you turn the key on, okay? We were pumping like idiots for a while. That was the one thing we were not told, but you gotta turn the key on. It powers the solenoid, must be, and then after a handful of pumps, it releases the park brake. But that was sitting right under here. There's 2 hooks, and that's where this one was located. We never knew what it was for. We always saw there was a pipe there.
Yes. We never took it out.
Yeah, we never took it out, but we took it out now. But yes, we're gonna do it a second time because clearly we did it wrong the first time. The tractor's in a little bit rougher shape since the last time it was in here.
It's dirty. If it was
Dude, it's missing a fender. That just came off because the rubber broke.
You actually have it.
We have it here. That last year that side broke and it got ran over. Luckily this year it did not get ran over. We just had to replace the rubber. It just broke and happens. But I don't know, I won't show too much of pulling the hood off because I did that in the other video. But we'll show you the carnage.
Someone take a nap while he does all the work.
Still on camera.
We're dropping the hood down. We need an electrical one. At least one side. Be nice.
We are stripping this thing down now. Ferdy's dropping wrenches. Where'd you drop everything?
Down the fucking hole.
Oh, don't worry, that's exactly where we're going.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
We're going to the center. So this is it's a diesel radiator and the condenser, and that's gonna get folded into the cab. If you guys were not watching for those videos, yeah, round 2, and maybe we can do it better this time. Apparently,
We're in every equipment.
we do every equipment multiple times. Apparently, right?
Maybe it's something we fucked up. There's a good chance.
We'll see. Maybe it's what you put together when I wasn't here.
Right?
That's probably it. There was a inside piece. I wasn't here. I was I don't know where I was, but I had to leave. Oh, we got this thing unbolted. Oh wait, you gotta. You unscrewed that, right? Yeah. Okay, it's just catching. Right, this thing.
needs to get hooks.
There we go.
Smash the window.
The wire there. There's one more connector wire.
Oh, I missed one thing.
Yes.
We missed that one last time too.
That we didn't know where it went after.
Yeah, that'll do it too. You need a wrench or something, or is it plugged?
It's just a...
Okay. Yeah, that crane right there makes it so much easier. I guess you can just let it dangle. We don't need the crane. We don't gotta pull the engine. It's all here in the center.
The back yoke.
Something happened, so we're gonna find out. Our father was driving it, and then all of a sudden he heard a bang and a clang and a ching-chang. And the engine did not turn off fast enough.
Oh, those bolts are there. Maybe it just...
So we got some oil leaking. It's all the way up here for some reason.
I saw that.
Almost like it's a hose. So I don't know. We gotta look into that too. But
down there.
so we got all that stuff and crap flipped out of the way. You know, it's just shit happens. But this panel in here the box that goes around all the drive shaft, input shaft, that.
You sure there's not a bolt on this side holding it still?
Oh, right here. Yeah, there's still one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we got one more bolt. But this thing took a lot of damage when that went around, but it definitely saved a lot of stuff too, because if this stuff wasn't here, it would took out every single electrical and hydraulic line that's here. So it did its job. This thing is it's just stuck.
It's bent, so it's not coming out right.
Yeah. I should take this fuel line off, but that's kind of the least of our worries right now. We're just in a pickle.
I'm just bending this shit. That looks like it's gonna a lot of force. When an unmovable object moves them. Motherfucker, that hurt. That object moved. Looks like one side snapped.
No, it looks like one side didn't get tightened.
Or something. I know.
Those are loose.
That fucking camera off.
So this side's all dandy and good. Oh, I just got steel. Look at that. Right in the hand. YouTube might censor this video. We're gonna take the housing that holds the yoke off the transmission side. There's oil there because we opened up these two steel lines, so the oil dripped down. But we'll have to take this panel off after too to see what's leaking in there, and we'll go from there. Ferdy's grabbing a socket. Well, we're gonna order this part up. Was not tight enough. And the only thing we could think of. It's gonna get Loctite this time. This was definitely our screw up. But
You have a what size is that?
we gotta take this panel off now, right?
Take the panel off. Wow.
Yep. Well, since we're this far into it, we're gonna try finding out why we have another oil leak. We saw this the other day that it was leaking oil again. So it's either the crankshaft or the oil pan or the plate behind it, but I'm gonna put this down until we figure something out. Well, we're gonna end this video. We're gonna get some parts for the front here. It's very hard to exactly figure out what's leaking, but we'll get some stuff coming and go from there. First off, I've got this light for Christmas, and it's actually pretty nice. It has a magnet on the back here, has a hanger, and it has a magnet right there. So
These were loose.
we never touched that.
No, I don't even.
Well, I think we just found out our leak.
We never touched it.
No, all I did was the crankshaft seal and the new oil pan.
Yeah, we'll put new seats.
So we
This
are
one's loose, see?
That's our leak. Well, we're gonna pull that little cover. We gotta clean that way better before you pop that off.
That's true too. We should blow it out.
Yes. But yeah. Well, at least I think we're more confident knowing what's leaking. That thing wasn't even finger tight on the bottom. So, anyways, this is not a paid advertising, sadly, from this.
No.
But I know this is a nice light, and it tells you. Well, you guys cannot. Okay, right here it has a battery, and it has the percentage of how much light or power it still has. So, yeah, actually a nice light. Oh, it has different colors. So it has
Alright, I'll get
that, red. That's pretty cool. Anyways, it's been a while since I made a video. I said like the editing stuff is the big issue, and no. So it's probably going to be a couple more days till this is out because I'm downloading the new software for that. But we should be smoother rolling after, luckily. Hopefully. It's a struggle that it just makes me mad, and I got to do it at night, so I give up because I'm tired. But enough rambling. You guys don't care about that stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. Till the next one, and we'll see what's next.